glad to see you joining in on this episode of the Green Energy Show. I'm really passionate about the conversation that we are going to have it here today because this is the beginning of energy justice. We are at school where we're talking about how we can provide energy for the future, right? We speak about children and the ability for them to be able to be connected anytime, anywhere without any disruption. And it's one thing to see the solar energy in the decks, right? In the last episode, we looked at how those energy are being on the decks. But this time around, we are coming where it is being used. And I'm really passionate about this discussion because this is where we are going to see how now this technology that you are talking about is going to help the individuals themselves, right? Who else enjoys more about having solar in school and being able to connect on energy on this? And I'm really excited to be here at St. Mary's Newberry Ustawi, a very beautiful school. And as you can see behind me, students are here all connected, and it's a very interesting conversation that you're going to have. I'm not here alone. I'm really excited to introduce you to the man behind all this, because without him, we wouldn't be able to be here today. And that is the principal of St. Peter's Newberry Ustawi, who is going to tell us why they decided that this is the move that they need to bring it in. Thank you so much, Principal. I really appreciate having the time to talk to you. I'm really excited. I can see you're already powered, you know. It's a very nice picture to see there. Probably we can start with why. Why did you decide that St. Peter's Newberry Ustawi needs to have the connection of solar?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Madam Chentai. St. Peter's Newberry is a school, a public school that has about 686 students, and we discovered that we are using a lot of money to power the school. In the evenings, being a day school, in the evenings we need security, and the school also has a swimming pool, and there's a lot of energy that was needed to power all these areas. So the school would use a lot of money to pay Kenya Power, and to the tune of 35,000. So we decided that we need to get power so that we can reduce our wage bill as far as payment of power is concerned. And so when we got solarized, we have seen this go down. The swimming pool, it is going to be powered, and after this, we are going to be 100% off grid, and this will go a long way to save a lot of money, and this money can go to other areas that the school needs. Things like tuition, giving extra tuition to students. This money can be used to pay up those bills.
Yeah, it's very interesting you're speaking about school and budget, because we understand how school needs money, right?
Yes.
So far you've gone almost 3/4 transition to solar energy, and you've mentioned the amount of money that you used to pay before and now.
Yes.
And what are you seeing when you're saving on electricity bill? How are you seeing, where are you transitioning that money to? Like you've said, tuition. Yeah,
we are also paying up part of the staff, non-teaching staff. We have added some people, ground men, so that we can beautify our school. In the past, we never used to have a grounds person, but nowadays, after solarizing, we have gotten that chance now to get somebody. We have employed somebody to be sprucing up our school.
Yeah.
Yes.
The country is moving towards this new curriculum where we're talking about CBC and the digital part, where I think connectivity plays a huge part, you know, as a school which is already moving towards the digitization. Yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel to be backed up, knowing that whether we like it or not, there's always that power to go with it?
Yeah, very good. Because in the past, because of outages, our internet, we were not very sure that our internet will be intact. But after solarizing, we are sure that all the time our internet is intact. And as you have rightly said, we have computer studies and ICT in our school. So we are not worried that the outages will come and maybe interfere with the lessons that are going on as far as CBC and even 844. Because even 844 we are offering computer studies as a subject. So this has gone on without any interruptions, and we are very happy about that.
Yeah, and it's very interesting what you're saying, because sometimes we have this mentality that if you have solar, it's all about lighting. Yeah, but from the discussion we are having with you, it's more than that. Actually, you have solar, you have the energy, and now you're able to practice like ICT and all that, right?
Yes, yes. Even in the staff room, in the offices, internet is the way to go. Wi-Fi, our Wi-Fi is always on. Things to do with security, we have installed CCTV cameras, and all this is powered by the solar energy that we have. So we are not scared even if there is any power outage. Our security is always intact because we know those CCTV cameras will be on and running.
It's very interesting, and the security is bigger than that, right? When now it's bright and you can see everything, but at night in a school where you need to ensure everyone is safe, having not only light but CCTV and everything in between, it's very important, right?
Yes.
And solar plays that part.
Yes.
I was just wondering, I think it's been a few months now since you had this installation, what are you seeing as the difference between back in the day when you were still using grid to now having solar? What's the difference you're noticing?
Yeah, there is that difference because one, I've talked about the money that you used to pay. Now the bills are reduced, and very soon we know that will be, as I have said before, it will be 100% off grid. So there is that difference. The finances have eased a bit. About the security, sometimes we become in the morning, we discover that there is a part of the night, for instance, where security was not covered from the CCTV cameras because maybe there was some outage. So, but this time there are no interruptions, and this has gone a long way to ensure that our school is very well secure.
Yeah, nothing as beautiful as safety for the kids and for the school, right? There are people who are watching right now. There are thousands of schools in the country. The principals who are probably watching this, what do you want to tell them?
I would want to tell them this is the way to go. We hope that very soon all our schools will be powered through solar. So it is a nice thing, and we want to urge all our schools, principals, let us invest. Let us invest in that solar. We can get partners, those who can assist us, assist the schools, because it is a good thing. When you know that almost everything is sorted out, and especially the bit about security, the internet, and everything else that needs power. Because very soon, maybe we'll have situations whereby maybe all of us will be off the grid.
To be honest, that's the dream, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mwalimu. Just as I finish, there's something else that these students are seeing with the transitions that you're making. The world is talking about reducing fossil fuels, moving towards clean energy. What does it mean for these students, seeing exactly what it means to have solar in their roof? And what do you talk to them about it? Yeah,
we tell them that whatever is being said out there, we want to live it. We want to live that dream. I would want to realize it. So they embrace, let them even go out there as our ambassadors to tell even their parents that this is the way to go, so that at least the dream can be realized, so that we save on very many things. We save on our forest, we save on even our health, the money that is being used because of the emissions that are coming from other sources of energy. So the green energy is the way to go.
Yeah, and what a way to teach them by seeing. Thank you so much, Principal. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
nice to have you around.
Thank you. Yeah. Are we welcome to walk around and just speak to those people who worked towards installing it to understand how that went about.
Yeah.
You've given us the freedom.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You've heard from the principal. It's one thing to have the solar energy for power, but it comes multipliers. There is CCTV, there is ICT being powered, and also the one thing that is more bigger than anything that Mwalimu has said is that students are seeing it one hand. We're living in a world where everyone is transitioning and is teaching it. The kids are seeing, and this is the future we are talking about. The future is here. So I'm going to move around and just speak to some of the individuals who installed it, just to understand what it means when a school wants to power themselves and go 100% off-grid. Come with me. Listen, it's one thing to see a principal who is happy, saying that they've been able to have solar energy installed, where now they're able to power almost fully on this energy, right? He's spoken about having CCTV, ICT operations, security is intact, and they're doing this with less cost, right? But what does it take to have a school like this, a big school, to be installed with solar, right? It's one thing to see the panel up there, but what goes inside there, because the idea is for you to understand exactly what is needed for you, whether you're owning a school, then you know exactly the steps that you're needing to take, and if you're going to reach out to mobile mart system, they're going to tell you exactly this is what we have, right? So I'm really excited to speak to Grace. Grace is one of the parties who played a part to ensure that this school, St. Mary's Dumberi Ustawi, is connected, and I'm just eager to learn more, Grace. You know, most of the time when you're at home and you're talking about, oh, from today onwards I want to go towards solar, someone is like, yeah, let's do it, let me go buy panel, and you have it, and you walk up here and you're like, yeah, the school is installed, right? But it takes a lot behind to ensure that the school is installed, right? So for example, exactly what machines, instruments, I'm not going to speak those engineer words, you're the one who's going to tell us, that took for us to stand from here where we are at the corner to students being able to access power.
So first of all, for you to access solar energy power, you have to have the engineers with you. You have to ask for them, you have to look for them, and you have to be given a quotation. We give out a quotation where you're told the amount of money you're going to have so that we can install for you the solar. After that, we come and survey your place, and after surveying your place, we're going to see where we're going to install our panels, and where we're going to place our batteries and our inverters. And after that, we come in, we do our work where we go by our panels. We have a place where we go by our panels, we buy our batteries, we also buy our inverters. So we don't recommend our clients to go purchase them. We prefer to purchase them ourselves because we know what we want, the wattage we want, the capacity we want, you see. So we're going to have the panels with us, we're going to have the batteries and the inverters with us. So we come at your place and we're going to have to install them for you. It's just that simple, no big deal. You don't have to stress about it. Once we give you the quotation and you submitted everything, we're going to assess everything else.
It's very nice, and it gives someone the comfort, right? I've given it to the expert, and if I leave it to them to handle everything, then you promise me that I'm going to have what I want. So for a school like this, for example, it's big, right? You did the survey, you understood their need. What are some of the unique elements that are here that probably a school which has fewer numbers or different needs would have?
Okay, for example, this school we had to look at the amount of energy they usually use, because we can see they have a swimming pool with them, so we had to go for a bigger system for it to supply even to the swimming pool, right? So we just have to check what does the school use, the amount of gadgets in the school. Yes, just that.
Okay. And then from that, you realize that these are some of the items that are required for us to be connected.
Yes.
You've said something very important where you take on the control. This is the quotation, this is exactly what we need for us to connect this here. Afterwards, you've done your part. Do you go like, now I have an issue, oh, something is up here? Is it like you're done, you've done your part, or where do you play a part in that?
So in mobile mart, when we do the installation for you, we give you a warranty. So plus after we do the installations, we have an app where we monitor your systems with us. Even before you notice that your system has a problem, we come in and solve it for you, right? So we monitor your systems with us, like we go hand in hand with them. So we know your system has a problem, we're gonna know. We're gonna come and fix it for you. So yeah.
It's a continuous partnership. It's not like I've installed piece by.
No.
Yeah.
No, we are going to monitor your system. We have it in our software.
Okay.
So we are going to see that your system has a problem. We're going to come and fix it for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a different need from school, yeah? Because I'm hoping we're going to work together in our next episodes or so, where we are going to see where else mobile matters installed in other needs. Yeah? But what you're saying is a school has a special need differently from probably if I want to put it in my home.
If you also want to put it in your residence, we're going to also upload it in our systems too, because we're the ones who did the installation, so we have to monitor it for you. We're the ones who are going to come and we're going to come and check how your system is going on and tell you this is the problem. If there is anything, we're going to tell you you have to do this and this so that we can balance it all.
Just thanks, Grace. Yeah. It's really good to understand it. What is that? I'm seeing 85 there, I think.
Oh, the 85 is the battery percentage. Yeah, so we can see that our batteries have 85% charge. Yeah, just like your phone, how you see my charge is 70. The same case there, it's 85. Yeah.
And for a school like this, we are right now it's about noon. Yeah, 85 is good.
Actually, it's the best. It's okay, it's good, because right now when the direct sunlight it's hitting the panel, the school is working with direct sunlight. This is the storage. So when at night, because there's no sunlight, so it's going to use the storage that is in the battery to supply in the school.
Yeah. So it's continuous.
It's continuous. It's good.
Thank you so much. You've heard from Grace. Very interesting. And thank you. You didn't use like big ones. I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean 85 is inverted?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's one thing to speak about the technology, to see it, to have it here where we are being able to see it and speak to individuals who are using it, but it's the other one to speak to individuals who are on the ground, speaking to clients, speaking to the people who need this technology. I want to understand exactly what are people asking for before you have solar in the workshop being installed in a place like school. And I'm really excited to speak to Margaret, who is the business development officer at Mobile Mart System, just to take us through exactly what it means to be a business development individual in a space like Mobile Mart System.
Thank you very much. I would say as a business development officer, it's more of going to the ground and meeting these clients, the institutions, talking to the decision makers, and actually explaining to them why they need to put these products in place. We have been pushing solar in schools around Kiambu County mostly. That is our pilot project. And the response has been positive. We have seen people being very much interested in installing solar in their institutions. Looking at the high cost of electricity, especially for schools that have many students and workers in the school, the bills are a bit overwhelming. They have actually acknowledged that, and they're very much willing to put up solar in their institutions. But there's few challenges, and they want financing, because you know the overhead costs to put up a solar it's a bit expensive. So that is why we have a PPA. We have a power purchase agreement with them, and we actually bring financiers on board to actually cater for these hire purchase agreements with the institutions.
Yeah. What do you mean by bringing financiers in place to help them with the PPA?
Well, we have partnerships with financial institutions who actually finance the green energy movement, and they are usually willing to finance these projects on behalf of the institutions, whereby now we come up with a power purchase agreement, now bridging that gap of the financial burden. Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not possible to just walk into the bank and say, I need loan for this, right?
Yes.
So could you, because you're like the in-betweener, right? Between the technology and installation, you know, especially financing plays a big deal. Yeah?
Yes, it is actually a big deal because as I said, the overhead costs, you know, the overhead costs are very high. But okay, we are looking at the long term. We usually market telling them to look at the long term benefits, because once we install solar, we're able to save on the electricity bill. There is also the factor of climate mitigation, whereby now there's less pollution and all that. So I would say the response is good on the ground. Many institutions are actually looking to join the green movement.
So what exactly do financiers want, assumingly? I have a school like this and I want to install solar, but I don't have the money at hand right now. I've spoken to you. What does that financier want for me to move from wanting to having?
All right, so basically once we come to the institution and we agree on you wanting to install the solar in the institution, the first step is that we actually bring our engineers on board to do the survey so we can know your exact needs, because now the quotation will be on your exact tailored needs, because every institution requires different capacity. So once we do that, we can now present you with the option for the power purchase agreement, whereby now if you need financial assistance, we can now bring you on board and link you to the financiers who now assess your need, and we come to an agreement and we write up a contract whereby now you can start, we can install, and then you can start paying a certain amount of money per month, just as you are paying the electricity bill. Yeah.
Thank you for saying paying, because I thought now we have these financiers who is financing and, you know.
No.
So when you're talking about financiers, as you're finishing, who exactly are they? An example?
Well, we have different financiers. Okay, we don't have a specific financier. We're actually calling financiers to come on board. Yeah, because for different projects, we have different financiers according to their need. Because there are financiers who have like specifications, like they're only dealing with a certain amount of, for example, there are financiers who say they are dealing with 50 kilowatts products going up. There are some who want to deal with the lower, the lower cap. So yeah, different financiers for different needs. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Just the last part, you said you normally visit places like school and telling them why they need solar.
Yes.
What do you tell them so that they can be convinced to have solar?
Well, I think it is the dream of every institution to actually cut expenses. So that is the number one thing. We just look at their bills for the month, and we actually tell them that if they install solar, they're going to cut that cost by 50%. So that is the number one thing that we actually approach them with, which actually makes sense, because every institution actually wants to cut costs in every way possible. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's really good that you're speaking about the need for schools to be powered if you're having a conversation here. So it seems it's working.
It is working.
Yeah.
Actually, it is working. If you can ask them from from their perspective, I think they'll tell you that they have really saved a lot on costs, and also in the bigger picture, they're also contributing to the Vision 2030, whereby we are supposed to go green as a country.
Yeah. So it's been a very exciting conversation that we've had here. I've spoken to the principal, I've spoken to the engineers who played a part here at St. Mary's St. Peter's Nuberi Ustawi to ensure that the school is connected, and it's very interesting to walk around and see the machinery and what it took and what it entails for a school like this to be connected to the energy. And this is the clean energy transition conversation, and like you heard the principal say, they're cutting on cost, and it's not only about having energy to power like the light flicking, but there's more about security and everything in between. And that's what we say when you're talking about the future is now. Students here are seeing exactly what their teachers are doing in the movement towards the clean energy transition. And trust me, you seeing is believing, right? So that is why we're here, letting you know what is happening on the ground, who are the uptakers, the initial uptakers of this energy. And if it feels like this is something you want to entail, you know where to come to. Mobile Math System, the program who are powering this program, are here, APC, from A to Z, to ensure that you are connected to the clean energy transition. That's it for today. I'm hoping to see you on the next episode. Where will we be? Your guess is as good as mine. Leave it on the comments here, and then we'll see if you're right on the next episode. Thank you so much.